Yeah, welcome to the TV where we bring the Multifarious Shenanigans.
Wrong and cut. Yeah. Shut.
Oh, that's the cheers.
Okay. Because it's Beautiful Wine Wednesday.
Okay, hump day.
Hump day. Have your little seltzer, a little glass of wine, use some water, a little.
Make sure you have water.
Water with pizzazz, of course.
H3O2.
Yeah, H3O2.
Hmm.
It's the difference. pH balance got to be 8.5 and above.
Okay.
What I'm saying? Let me take a sip, though.
Good.
Okay. And that.
Did you even sip?
Clearly I did. Shut.
Should take a real sip this time.
Yeah,
girl.
So we're going to be going off of pretty much the different messages we received. No matter way.
Throughout the week.
Okay, yeah. No matter which way it came, we wrote it down and we're going to talk about it. Okay. So at first we're going to title it, what was that? The Sign of the Times. We're going to title it that, but something hit the nail on the hammer today. So I said, no, we're going to be talking about self-loathing. Because self-loathing and the notes that we got this week. Okay. So if you don't know what self-loathing is, it is constantly feeling hate for yourself, which can lead to severe conditions like depression and substance abuse. Okay. And it manifests itself through constant negative thinking, especially towards yourself, not speaking life over yourself in all that you do. Okay. Excessive self-criticism, pretty much that too. Thinking you're not good enough.
You are good enough.
Exactly.
Let yourself know that.
No matter what anybody tells you. Believe in yourself. Okay? Just like what the soliloquy says. Fear nothing. Strength comes from within. Okay? Literally. It's in you. When you know that you divine.
Getting that touch, yeah.
Okay? Having that attitude is good sometimes. Because can't nobody tell you nothing. You know that you're better than what people try to project upon you. Okay? So. And it also stems from the past, most developed during childhood, rooted in relationships you had with parents, caregivers. It could be friends of the family, friends in general, anybody, okay? And pretty much what put the icing on the cake for us, why we have to talk about self-loathing today, is because all the tragic things that have been happening, especially to the people in our community that think it's okay to talk down on your own kind, okay? Uplifting others before your own.
It's showing yourself hate.
Nobody goes through things like our people do. They're not constantly targeted every day through propaganda.
Everything.
Okay, and what's the word for what they put in the media about our people, and people think, oh, well, all black people are ghetto.
Yeah, the attitude, the ghetto, all that. Okay. Especially when it comes to us. Oh, their attitudes, and they just
so black women are just so bitter and they just hate when black men just love everything but their own. And
that shows they're hating them. We don't care.
Not only that, if you think that's okay and that's a flex to date somebody that hates themselves and talks down upon their own self, knowing that their mother could be black or their grandmother, y'all both dumbass individuals, self-hating individuals. Exactly.
Definition.
And your offspring gonna come out just like that. Okay? Don't think they ain't, because everything gets passed down through your DNA.
Through the womb.
Okay? So be mindful of what you say and do. Especially towards other people that have been nothing but kind to you. Okay? And what we got with that is also because all the tragedies that have been going on and the receipts that have been coming up after those tragedies have occurred of the certain men or women that were very self-loathing, and it brought them to their demise. Okay, and that's going to be a consistent thing coming
outside.
That's the definition of going outside. Okay, Because the universe ain't playing with y'all no more.
No
Y'all
remorse,
wasting melanin.
We have no sympathy.
It's enough negative energy. It's enough hands being pointed towards our community
Always.
as it is. So if you're the type that isn't for your own, bet you're going to be kicked off the island too. Okay? They ain't playing no more. It's going to get more chaotic before it gets better. Everybody ain't going to make it to the new world. Okay? Especially if your energy levels are low.
And you fucking with people that are not yourself. So.
Exactly. And uplifting others, thinking that they did something when majority of these people ain't did shit historically. To be acting like they're
entitled.
And very much entitled, but superior to our people, and they're not. Y'all had to come over here.
To get the privileges and the benefits.
Okay. To get a quote-unquote American dream.
And what dream is that?
Okay. Very much so. And another thing, just like people think money is everything, money can buy you things that are more dear and true to the heart. Okay. You can't buy everybody.
Can't buy your love either.
That too. People think you can buy shit with money. That's unattainable, and you can't.
It's materialistic. It aligns with it. So
very much so. I don't think it doesn't. Okay. It doesn't have to be monetary. Be grateful for any little thing you get.
Like the mice. Mice is grateful for any little crumb drop that they get.
No
matter what it is, where it's from, they're gonna love it and be thankful.
Link that song below. Mice by Michael Franks.
That whole song is telling you what.
Very telling.
How people should be.
Okay, as they say, time is and time never was. Things repeat.
We're not
if you
even
don't
in the
change.
time that people say it is right now.
Exactly. So mindfulness is a remedy to self-loathing. Being grateful for the skin that you're in.
Gratitude.
Being grateful for each day that you have presented to yourself, because everybody don't make it to the next day.
Okay.
Everybody don't get to open their eyes
Thank
the
the
next
Most
day.
High, our divine mother and father, for that.
Exactly. And another thing we've been seeing, selective outrage is a bitch. This is going to be the downfall for a lot of people. You get me? Y'all just raised $500,000 for a bitch that was talking down on a 5-year-old little kid.
Racist.
Very much so. But y'all trying to compare that
y'all
to
uplift that.
Our people making sure they donate to
the teenager.
Exactly. That got put into...
That's two different things. Two different categories.
Okay. And another thing that we wrote down. As divine order is restored, systems form to support mutation and dysfunction crumble, okay? The founders of these systems are all in free fall, okay? From their ignorance and the things that they have projected onto our people. The spell work they've been doing, these different portals they've been opening to bring in more low vibrational entities.
Trying to destiny swap, all that.
All the above. It ain't gonna help you. And to our people, they erased your memory to help the patriotic movement. Many of you turned against the mother of all creation and of the matriarch, and which is here to restore total truth with the help of others who are remembering who they truly are. Okay? Because regardless if you like it or not, shit's gonna come back into balance.
Not only that, we here to say we gonna elevate and get even higher.
Okay? Our people ain't going nowhere. They try to depopulate all they want.
We multiplies.
Excuse me?
She doesn't know.
I was saying it with a list, but we'll list for that.
She says.
And you're a bitch. Ew, that sucks.
Grab it.
So things to take away from this message. Don't be a self-loather. Be mindful in all that you do, because mindfulness is a remedy for many things. Discipline, consistency.
All the above eight.
Okay. And knowing that with all things you can be balanced. It's all about balance. And people say, oh, you can't do too much of this, you can't do too much of that. It isn't good for people to smoke weed, it isn't good for people to drink. It isn't good for people to intertwine with others, but they do it. They want their bloodlines to be tainted. Okay. So. They want more hybrids into this world, so who's really getting the short end? Yeah. exactly.
Yes, thank you for tuning into TwinChin TV. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit
Share
the bell
if you care.
notification.
Okay.
Me.
And she's best.
Yeah. And TwinChin TV will be back.
With another.
Boom, boom.
Boom.